Well, hello scrappers, Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. And I just got home from another scrap pickup with one of my favorite clients. So let me open up the back of the truck and show you what's going on in there. It's absolutely stuffed. Well, too bad I didn't get that on camera. When I opened the tailgate, there was a bit of a avalanche. But yes, the back of the truck is absolutely stuffed. And I'll tell you what, up towards the front, which is going to take a while to unload, because it's up towards the front, there's some really good stuff. There's some high-end zebra label printers up there, and knowing these people, I wouldn't be surprised if most of them work. They're worth a lot of money. There's probably 80 pounds of wire and cable in here. There's computers. Another ultrasonic tank. I'd say 2/3 of the ones they throw away work. I resell them. So, oh yeah, unloading this is going to take a little while, and sorting it all out. There's a whole bunch of lead acid batteries in here somewhere. There's some stuff in here that can go straight to the scrapyard. That wire and cable can go straight to the scrapyard. Batteries can go straight to the scrapyard. And yeah, I'll add it to some other stuff I got here and maybe make a scrap run later this afternoon in our other truck over there, because I don't think I'll have this one unloaded by then. So let me get started, and I'll show you all the goodies as they unload. I'm going to start with cleaning up this mess right here. All these data loggers. Okay, let me get started. Well, I'm starting to dig into it a little bit. Here's this first bin coming out. Got a label printer, a couple keyboards, motherboard, spindle drive, some PC expansion cards, and miscellaneous other circuit boards here. So, not too bad a haul. Let's see what's in here. It's miscellaneous junk. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. This is clearly somebody's car radio. Scanner. Something, there's a pressure gauge on it. Something to do with pneumatics. I think microscope illuminators down there. Basically scrap metal, but hey, scrapyard buys scrap metal. We can start to get a look forward a little bit at all of the heavy stuff. I don't know what this Tri-Pix, or maybe it was Trioptics thing is, but I got two of them. And I got some other stuff over there. This thing is bloody heavy too, let me tell you. Computers, and then you can start to see those high-end label printers over there. So, yeah. Take a little unloading here. This box over here is the one that's got all the wire and cable in it. Unfortunately, it's upside down. So, I'm going to have to get it out without dumping it all out on the ground. So, here's this big box full of wire and cable. I'm going to have to clean it up a little bit. It's not all wire and cable. There's a few other things in there. So I'll clean it up a little bit before taking it to the scrapyard. But I can barely lift this thing. It is... wow, there's a lot of copper there. Even unstripped. I'm going to make a few bucks on that at the scrapyard. So I'm pretty happy about that. And with that big box out of here, well, here's another bin. Oh, that's heavy. Wow. Just full of stuff. Ugh. Got some spindle motors. Looks like more microscope illuminators, old school linear power supply, some sort of pump, circuit boards, PC expansion cards. Got some ballasts for fluorescent lights. There's another one over there. So there's a little bit of everything in here, just stuffed, and it's heavy. Let me get this out. We can start working on the big stuff back here. Well, I have no clue what this thing is, other than insanely heavy, and there's a whole lot of cables going into it. Very, very heavy. That looks like aluminum. I might have to strip it. Yeah, this case, yeah, I guess this case is steel, but there's some heavy-duty aluminum on this thing, and a lot of wire. And looks like some sort of motor-driven platform here. I don't know. Apparently broken. So, I guess it's just scrap. I mean, some of this stuff I'm going to try and resell because it's good stuff. Oh, there's the batteries. There's the batteries they gave me. Now I can get those out, and I'll put the ones I've already been hoarding with it and take that to the scrapyard later today. Same day payout. That's nice. But yeah, I don't know what this thing is, but I'm going to set it aside for dissection and stripping. Okay, this bin doesn't look very big. It's really not very big. I can't lift it. I'm going to have to unload some of these batteries out of it. If I can at least lift it down to the ground. Wow. That is one heavy bin. And I've got more batteries than this. I've been collecting some too, so yeah, I'll make a few bucks at the scrapyard later today. Well, I've got no idea what these things are. Some sort of optical contraption. This one has some sort of stage on the side of it with a pneumatic cylinder. By the sound of it, I can hear air hissing as I move it. Yeah, and there's the connectors for the air. So, some sort of pneumatic cylinder, but I'll tell you what, they look to be made entirely out of heavy aluminum plate, all bolted together, both of them. And they are very heavy. I think there's a lot of aluminum in these two things. I need to get them out to get at, that thing right there is a big UPS unit that is very heavy. It took two guys to get it in the truck, so I assume it's still got batteries in it. And there's a couple of other smaller UPS units behind it. So I'm going to get all the batteries together before I go to the scrapyard. So let me pull that out and see if I can get batteries out of it and those behind it. And then we leave the rest of this unloading for later. Okay, getting towards the back of the truck now. There's some computers here, older Dell, like Optiplexes. They're not worth anything. But there's the main prize right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zebra label printers. And they're all zebras. They're not even any knockoff brands. So each one of these that I can get working is worth $300 to $400 easy on Facebook Marketplace. And about 75% of the printers I get from these people, A, not only work, but they B, still have some media in them. And I can see, you know, that one there has some media, that one has some media. Looks like maybe that one up there has some media in it, so that I can test them and prove that they work. So that's great. That's absolutely great. So I think I'm going to leave the rest of this stuff in the truck for now and work on getting the wire and the batteries and some other stuff I've got that didn't come from this this pickup up to the scrapyard before it gets too late. So yeah, get some money in my pocket today and get some space in my workshop. All right, a couple other things for the scrap run here. Check out this cute little monitor. Here's my hand for scale. It's very small. It works fine. I got a lot of monitors from them. I don't need a lot of monitors, but I wouldn't be surprised if quite a few of them work fine. It's the great thing about picking up scrap from big multinational corporations, okay? A lot of times what they're throwing out, not throwing it out because it's bad. They're just throwing it out because they don't need it anymore. They've closed down a division. They've ended a product line, something. And they're just trying to get rid of stuff. So they got room in the plant for the next big thing. So, yeah, I get a lot of stuff from these folks that works. Over here, this is interesting. I think so, anyway. I got 3 of these little pancake spindle motors in this pickup. Okay? And I thought they were 3-phase at first, looking at the wiring on them. And I was just going to throw them in my scrap metal pile. You know, scrap motor pile. Because, you know, I can't drive 3-phase motors. But then I got to look at the back of one that had the lid off, and it's got plus and minus on it. I'm like, hey, maybe these are DC motors. Sure enough. Let me pull out battery from my Ryobi here. Look at that. Runs pretty fast on me at 18 volts. And it's torquey, too, let me tell you. These motors have some serious torque to them on only 18 volts. So these two work. The third one, the bearings in it are shot, and it's all beat up. So that one can go on my jump motor pile. But I'm sure I can find a use for some torquey little DC motors, so I'm going to hold on to these. They'll get used in some project somewhere. What? The ultrasonic tank works. I don't know if you can hear it. So that's worth 20 bucks at my next garage sale. Sweet. So these two mercury tilt switch thermostats were in the bottom of the Gaylord of electronic scrap they had there. And as we were emptying it out, the guys from the plant there were very upset that somebody had thrown these in there. They have specific procedures for dealing with mercury waste and scrap mercury. And I said, don't worry about it. I can take them. I can deal with it for you. You don't have to worry about it, because I have a couple pounds of mercury I have salvaged from these sort of tilt switches over the years. And, it comes in handy for gold refining. So I'll just harvest the mercury out of these and keep it and save them the headache of having to deal with it. Win-win. Okay, so here we have one of the big prizes of this haul. In this computer, it's just a rack mount industrial computer, 80 gig hard drive, not a whole lot of RAM. It's an older unit, probably got like a Core 2 Duo Pentium in it. Nothing too special computer-wise. But I'll tell you, there is something special here. This card right here. This card right here. I love it when I get these computers from these folks. I really love it. Getting it out, no small feat. I don't want to break it. Don't want to break it. It's got some little hold downs on it. There we go. There we are. It's the National Instruments Data Acquisition Board. I have resold these boards for up to $1,000 on eBay. Computers, not worth anything. This board is worth a lot. Somebody who needs a replacement somewhere, and I'm sure this board's good. This computer was retired because the power supply was bad. So, yeah. All right, so that's going on eBay in a little while, and I'm sure I'll get a nice payday out of it. Oh, I lied. There is one special thing about this computer. The case is all aluminum. Not your usual steel case beige box. All aluminum. Nice. All right. I've procrastinated long enough. I need to get the rest of this stuff out of the truck. Find safe places to store it until I can test these printers and make sure they work. I've got to dig up my laptop that I've got the drivers for these things on. And I can already see I've pulled 3 out. The top, there were 3 that were up on top over there. 2 of the 3 have USB connections and Ethernet connections, which is nice. That makes them a whole lot more valuable than serial and parallel only, or even serial, parallel, and USB. But yeah, being able to put them on the network and print makes them highly desirable. So these are going to be worth a lot of money if I can get them working. I bet I can. And I got 4 more in there I need to look at. I got some computers I need to unload, some monitors back there, and miscellaneous junk. But anyway, I think I'm going to call it here and end this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you found this video interesting, educational, informative, inspirational. If so, give it a like. And hey, if you're in the West Central Florida area and you've got a lot of scrap laying around you'd like to get rid of, electronic scrap, computer scrap, let me know. I might be able to help you out. All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.